What's up, Fit Buddy Nation? I missed you. I know it's only been a day since our last workout, but it's Wednesday. And so since I'm still warming up into the week, really getting back into routine myself, I wanted to go ahead and do another full body workout. But I know on Monday, the way that we did it, we did cardio. We did a little bit with a couple exercises with dumbbells. Today it's full body and it's full dumbbell work. So you're gonna need a set of dumbbells, a set of weights that you can use for this workout. Now I'm gonna use a couple different sizes. I'm gonna use some 20-pound dumbbells and I'm gonna use some 10-pound dumbbells. So nothing crazy, but you can do something similar to that or go heavier or go lighter. But we've got, I think it's 36 different exercises, and it's gonna be full body, toe to head to toe, everything in between. So make sure you got some water, you got a mat, and you've got your dumbbells. But we're gonna be spending 30 seconds on each exercise. There'll be 4 exercises together, then we'll take 30 seconds to rest, then there'll be 4 more exercises, okay? And each one of those exercises, 30 seconds, then to the next exercise, 30 seconds, then to the next. 0 time to transition in between. So I'll be telling you pretty quickly what the next exercise is, so listen and then get into it as quick as you can with me, all right? Keep your dumbbells close and let's rock and roll with this thing. All right, get my phone here so we can turn our timer on. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start this warm-up. We're gonna do a couple minutes and let's start with some arm circles. So nothing crazy on this, just some big, broad circle movements. Keep your palms up on this. There you go, that's it. And reverse it. It's gonna loosen up the shoulders just a little bit, kind of get the arms, a little bit of blood flow into your arms and upper body. Tell your body that it's time to turn the heart muscle on and start to work. All right, swing in front, there you go, good. Anytime I work dumbbells, if I'm hitting my upper body, I always make sure I get my shoulders a little extra, just because that's always an injury that I have to deal with. So I try to get them loosened up a little bit more than I would anything else. All right, let's start with some jumping jacks here, just to get some blood flowing. And I have to admit, I ate dinner literally 2 minutes ago. I don't know why I do that. I almost do it as a challenge to myself, just to see if I can handle it. But I did eat just a few minutes ago. But hopefully with the dumbbell work, it won't be quite as intense as far as the cardio goes. So it shouldn't be that bad. All right, let's go ahead and take it into high knees. More of a jog, really not a super high knee or anything like that. There we go, good. All right, only a few more seconds on this. Like I said, we're not going hardcore crazy on the warm-up. We're gonna save it for the workout itself because we got lots to do to really hit all those exercises. All right, almost there. And relax on that. Okay, so I'm gonna tie my shoe. Make sure you got some water because as soon as my shoes are tied, we're gonna be starting this thing. I'm sticking to the yoga mat here. All right. I'm just gonna have to edit through this. Okay. All right, so our first 4 exercises, before we get to our 30 seconds of rest, we're gonna be doing a dumbbell chest press. After that, we're going to be doing wide push-ups. From there, we're doing dumbbell flies, okay? Nice wide fly. And then from that, we're gonna be doing a dive bomber push-up. So make sure your dumbbells are close at all times. I'm gonna keep the workout propped up so I can see it, look at it, and tell you what exercise we're gonna be moving into next so you don't miss anything, okay? Hopefully we can move quick enough on this. I think we can. So go ahead and get into a chest press position. So grab your dumbbells. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. All right, timer's going. So chest press, press the dumbbells up. Bring them right back down. Good. Keeping the arms wide. Come on, keep moving on this. I'll keep an eye on the time. From this one, we will be flipping it into a push-up. So we're going to be hitting our chest, starting off, right off the top here. Good. Keep pressing. Good, decent speed as far as the repetitions go. Not too fast, not too slow though. From here, straight into push-ups. Set it down, flip it over. All right, hands are wide for this one. That way it focuses on the chest. There you go, good. Keep pushing. You can do it. We're gonna be back on our back as soon as these push-ups are over. Going into a dumbbell fly, which is similar to the chest press that we just did. But for now, keep those push-ups going. A few reps at a time. There we go, come on. You can do this. We've got about 5 seconds left. And flip it over on your back. All right, dumbbells back in hand. I'm sticking with the same weight that I did for presses. Okay, it's a pretty decent weight. Normally, I would probably use something a little bit heavier than even 30-pound dumbbells to do presses, but I didn't want to get out 3 or 4 sets of dumbbells, so this will be efficient. There we go. Keep it up. All right, from this one, we've got dive bombers coming up, which is where your butt starts in the air. If you need to modify it for regular push-up, you can. Here we go. All right, so dive bombers, butt in the air, you swoop down, right back up, and reverse that movement. This hits the triceps, it hits the shoulders, and it hits the chest. So it's gonna activate the muscles we're gonna work next. All right, we got a 30-second rest coming up. During that rest time, I'm gonna explain the next set of exercises. So you get some water, but listen up. Come on. And relax. We're gonna do dips. I'm gonna use this little ledge right here that I've got next to me. It's not big. Then side laterals. I'm gonna use my 10-pound dumbbells for that. Make sure you have a lighter set of dumbbells on hand for it. After that, dumbbell kickbacks, just like this. Also a lighter set of dumbbells, and then shoulder press. 8 seconds till we start. All right, we got dips coming up. Make sure you got the edge of a chair or something. All right, here we go. So, good movements on this. Again, it doesn't have to be too fast, but you definitely don't want it too slow either. Come on, 22 seconds. Dip straight into side lateral. So we're gonna be hitting our triceps and our shoulders with this set right here. So moving away from our chest. Almost there. Whew, they definitely get that good lactic acid pump real quick. 4 seconds. 2, 1, all right. Side laterals, standing straight. Good, you can also do these on your knees. I do have a habit every now and again of doing side laterals sitting on my knees. Not the most comfortable feeling, but it works. It keeps perfect form and you can't cheat it. All right, now the next one is gonna be a kickback. Okay, so we'll be using 2 dumbbells for it, and it's gonna work our triceps.
3,
2, all right, I'm turning sideways so you can see me, head up, kicking straight back. Now notice my elbows don't drop. Only thing that goes up is from my elbows back to my wrist. That's the only thing moving, okay? Good, 30 seconds, both of them together. If you only have 1 dumbbell, you can watch the time and switch at 15 seconds. We're almost there. We've got a shoulder press coming up next. I'm gonna be using 2 dumbbells for that. Good, but use the weight you have. 2, 1, all right. Grab your dumbbells. Okay, so we're doing good. We're doing really good on this. Now, we're gonna be moving along to more exercises, but we have a 30-second rest coming up. And again, during that 30-second rest, I'm gonna explain the next set of exercises. So get some water, but listen up. So that way you have a general idea of what we're working. You may not know the exercise, but you'll have a general idea. 5 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Okay? All right, next one. Every guy's favorite, a lot of girls' favorites. We're gonna be hitting the arms. So we're gonna be doing a dumbbell, let's see. Okay, a dumbbell alternating curl. I wrote some weird word down for it, I don't even know what it means. A staggered hold curl, I'll show you that when we get there. A concentration curl, which is where you curl the dumbbells at the same time. And then you're gonna do a hammer curl, all right? All right, I'm gonna start with my 20s on this one. So the first one, alternating bicep curl. So you're gonna curl one arm, then the next one. The heavier you wanna go with the weight, fantastic. Just make sure you're not swinging it and you're keeping really good form with this, okay? Keep moving, 16 seconds. That's it. The next one is gonna be a staggered hold curl. I'm gonna try to maintain the 20s. Might be a little heavy, but I should be able to keep good form. And you'll see what that one is. Okay, what I want you to do, curl your left bicep up, bring it down, and stop it at your belly button. Then, bring the right one up, stop it at your belly button. Left one, back up, stop it when it gets parallel to the belly button. Other side, same thing. So you're pausing it at that hardest point right there. All right? And you're waiting until the other bicep does the same thing. So you're doing that curl. It's easy to get confused, but no worries. All right, concentration curls. That's where the dumbbells come up at the same exact time. So very similar to an alternating dumbbell curl, but you're bringing the weights up at the same time, okay? And then back down in good control. And the last exercise we have coming up for biceps is gonna be our hammer curl. I'm gonna drop down to a lighter weight. Actually, no, I'll stick with the 20s. But hammer curls are a lot harder. And it takes a lot more to keep proper form. So hammer curls, you can alternate, which is what I'm gonna do. And that is just like you would be hammering a nail if you were using a dumbbell, all right? So your fists are vertical. Good. And it's really easy to get into a swinging pattern with this, so you wanna keep it slow and controlled. Okay, I used to do these with my back against a wall, and I made sure my back did not move from that wall. But I have sheetrock behind me, and I don't wanna puncture a hole through it. And relax. Okay, now we're going to legs. So rest 30 seconds, but listen up. Next one we're gonna be doing is a weighted squat with dumbbells. Then we're doing a wide sumo squat. So feet are wide, toes are out. Again, I'm gonna have my dumbbells for it. Oh, we actually get a minute to rest, I forgot. So now that we're transitioning from upper body to lower body, we get a full minute in between. I forgot I even gave us a minute on this. Okay, my food's playing games with me here. So after the sumo squat or the wide squat, okay, what we're gonna do is a prisoner squat. I'm not gonna use weight on this one, but a prisoner squat, your feet are together, your hands are locked behind your head. Okay, I guess it's the same as getting arrested. I don't know, I've been a perfect child my whole life. After that though, we're gonna do a squat hold, okay? So those are the 4 leg exercises we're starting with. And then we're gonna be going into some lunge movements after that. I hit my steps for the day. What? Okay, dumbbell squat. So feet at shoulder width. You wanna keep the weight on your heels when you do this. That way it keeps your back straight, protects your knees. If you're going up on your toes, it means you're doing it wrong, okay? Keep the weight on your heels. This will allow you to keep perfect form all the way through. There we go. All right, 10 seconds left. From this one, we're gonna be taking it into a wide sumo squat. And there's 2 different ways you can hold the weight. All right, so wide. This one you can hold the weight in the center, which is common, or you can hold it up, which is what I'm gonna do. It pulls you forward a little bit more, and it adds to the challenge, but it's your choice how you hold the weight. If you're using weight. If you're not, don't worry about it. You still want to keep the weight on your heels. Make sure your knees aren't getting wobbly on you. Good, but keep a nice wide squat stance, and this will hit those inner thighs. 4 seconds left. Okay, and I'm setting the weights down like I said, prisoner squat. Feet together, hands behind your head. Okay, this one, if you're doing body weight only, pick your pace up. You're still keeping the weight on your heels though, okay? Good, that's it. You got this. We're close, 15 seconds left. 15 seconds, and then we've got a squat hold, which, you know, if you've watched this channel for any amount of time, I hate. I hate them, but they're great for you. 2, 1, okay. I'm gonna do a wall sit since I'm close to the wall. If you're not close to the wall, you can do the exact same thing that I'm doing. You just don't have a wall that you're pressing up against. Okay, 18 seconds. Good, keep it up. Try not to rest your hands on your thighs, whether you're doing the wall sit or the squat hold. Come on, 10 seconds, almost there. We've got a 30-second rest coming up. I'm gonna be explaining the next 4 exercises, so make sure you're listening.
3,
2, 1, okay. All right, Monty, why are you licking the dumbbells? That's weird. Okay, next is gonna be a forward lunge. We're not using weight, so clear them out of your way. After that, you're gonna do a reverse lunge, side lunge, then we're doing a plie lunge, okay? All right, Monty, quit licking the dumbbells. Creeps me out. All right, so forward lunge in 8 seconds. 8 seconds. Get some water if you have to, but let's hang in there. All right, here we go.
Exercise 1.
So forward lunge, forward and back. If you want to use dumbbells for this, go for it. I'm not, but you are more than welcome to. That's it, good. 20 seconds. Excellent. We've got about 16 seconds left on this. Then we've got reverse lunges starting, which is the exact opposite movement of what we're doing right now. Perfect. Now I like to try to get my back knee pretty close to the ground, a lot of times even touching it. All right? So now step back and then forward, okay? Back and forward. We've got about 20, doesn't even matter, we just started. So get the form right, stepping back, still keeping the weight on your heels. Good, there we go. From this exercise, we're gonna be going into our side lunge, okay? Off to the side and then back forward. Good. That's it. 3, 2, 1. Center of the yoga mat. So off to the side, weight over that leg, back to center. Off to the side, weight over your leg, back to center. 30 seconds, just like that. And our last one coming up in this little group is gonna be a plie lunge. All right, and I'll show you how I want you doing it. We're actually gonna cross your leg in front of your body. There is a way to do it behind, but we're gonna do it a little bit different. So it's technically a curtsy lunge, okay? All right, so this one, crossing the right in front of left, dipping down. Left in front of right, dipping down. Hopefully your yoga mat isn't messing with you. So right in front of left, you're gonna feel it in that gluteus minimus and the outside of your glutes, and the maximus region is there as well. You'll really feel a tight pull back there. All right, 10 seconds. That's it, good, you got this. Almost there. We have a 30-second rest coming up.
3,
Good.
2,
Okay.
rest.
Next, we're gonna be hitting our hamstrings. So we're gonna start out, we're gonna do a hamstring hip raise. Then we're doing a hamstring hip raise, but our feet are gonna be wide, okay? I'll show you what I'm talking about in a second. Then a hamstring hip raise, and what happens is your feet are actually touching. So one of them, your knees will touch. The other one, your feet will touch. A little weird, but you'll feel it when we get there. And then we're gonna finish with a straight leg deadlift. So you will need your dumbbells.
3,
On your back,
1.
hamstring hip raise. So this one, nothing crazy or fancy to it. Your feet should be at shoulder width apart. Your knees are at shoulder width apart. And your hips are coming off the ground. And every time you do that, you feel it just a little bit in your hamstrings. Nothing too intense. If you want to make this one harder, you can do a single leg hamstring hip raise, but we don't have that time. So this is what we're doing. The next one, your knees are gonna touch each other. Your feet will stay in the same place.
3,
2, 1. All right, knees come together. All right, you feel that? It's a little bit different, but keep those knees and your thighs close together, touching. But make sure your feet are still spread out, nice and wide, okay? This is a good one. I don't remember where I learned this one, but it wasn't long ago that I actually learned this exercise, and I really liked it. Okay, so you're gonna feel it back here on the sides of your hamstrings. There we go, good. And in a second, your feet are gonna come together and touch.
3,
All right?
2, 1.
So here we go. So now feet together, coming up. Your feet or your knees are actually wide now, coming up nice and high on the hips. You'll feel it low in the hamstrings, and you'll feel it in your glutes as well. Good. And on this one, once we hit the 3-second countdown, we're gonna go ahead and stand up to our feet and grab our dumbbells because we've got a straight leg deadlift coming up. And then we have 1 minute to rest, I believe. So we're almost there. Keep moving.
3,
All right, up to your feet.
1.
Grab your dumbbells.
Exercise 4.
I'm going heavier with these, so legs straight. And we actually did these on Monday, so that's good for you. Perfect. So keeping that head up. Don't look at the ground. That way you're not rounding your back off. And try to get the dumbbells as close to your feet or toes as you can, but without looking down at the ground, okay? So keep that head up. It'll keep your form a lot cleaner. Good. Keep pushing through on this because we do have a rest coming up.
2,
And
1.
relax. All right, we got 1 minute. Catch your breath, enjoy. It's funny, actually, we still have family staying over. They're all upstairs playing in Milo's room. I kicked them out of the downstairs area so we could get this done today. That's right, me and you. Okay, so here's what we've got now. We've got our last little group. We're gonna be focusing on abs, pretty much core. It's not really abs because we're hitting your back as well with the abs. So core is what this section is. We're gonna do an overhead flutter kick. That's where you hold a dumbbell over your head, I know. A dumbbell crunch, okay? A Russian twist, and a weighted sit-up, okay? All right, so let's do this thing. Now, I call these Russian twists because that's what they call them here in America. I know some of you are from Russia and actually watch this, so when we get to the exercise, let me know what you actually call this exercise in Russia. Because I don't know if that's offensive or not, but I am curious. And I'll change the name if I need to. But you let me know. All right, on your back. So, this is an overhead flutter kick. Good. So it's a left, right movement. You want to keep the weight up. And what this does is it forces you from keeping your hands underneath your butt, okay? It adds that challenge. Make sure you're keeping it tight. You don't want to get wobbly. If you are getting wobbly, set the weight down. I don't want you to break your nose. Good, and keep kicking. Come on, almost there. We've got a weighted crunch coming up next.
3,
2.
1.
All right, plant the feet down.
Exercise 2.
And you're pressing that weight straight up, just like that, okay? That's it, perfect. And I don't remember what the next exercise is. And I think the it's a Russian twist, that's it. Okay, so this is the Russian twist coming up. So like I said, tell me if you call it something else or if it has a different name. I'm really curious. That's the only thing I've ever known it for. All right, keep moving. 3, 2. All right, here we go. So side to side, it's a twist. Good. That's it, you got it. Come on, almost there. So bring the weight over to the side, touch to the ground. This works the obliques, the love handles. Great exercise. 12 seconds left. 12 seconds. And then we've got a weighted sit-up. Move that out of the way so I don't smash my finger on it. 4 seconds.
2, 1.
All right.
Exercise 4.
So here we go. So with a weighted sit-up, what you don't want to get into a habit of doing is using that weight as something to pull you forward. What a lot of people do is they'll throw the weight forward, and basically that pulls you up without any muscles being used. You want the weight to be an anchor, okay? You want it to add to the resistance. And you may not be able to get all the way up with the sit-up, but that's fine. You will eventually. 2, 1, okay. So relax, 30 seconds. Now, we're gonna go to a Superman. So this one, we're gonna start hitting the back along with the abs. So we're gonna do a Superman on your stomach. Then we're doing a regular plank, we're doing a saw plank, and then a reverse plank, which is where you flip it over like this, and you lock it out. And that actually takes the back a lot of effort to lock out, okay? We've got a few seconds till we start, starting with a Superman. So on your stomach,
3.
here we go. And Superman.
Exercise 1.
So hands and feet up. Good. That's it. 30 seconds only. So definitely make it count because we're only doing it once. Good. Got to finish this core off strong. There you go. We've got 16 seconds left. Then we're going into a regular plank. Perfect. Almost there. 10 seconds. You can do this. Come on. Almost through it. 3 seconds.
2, 1.
And
Exercise 2.
all right, lock it out. So front plank, you want your butt to be down, you want your head up. Good. I've got my forearms about shoulder width apart. I do have my hands close together, but that's okay. Not a huge deal as far as that goes. After we get done with this plank, we're going to be doing a saw plank, which is where you roll forward and you roll back. Okay? So keep it as tight as you can on this. And a saw plank.
2.
Here we go.
Exercise
So forward, back. This really pulls and stretches those abs. It makes them work. And it's not easy by any means. Good. Especially right after dinner. Whew. There we go. Excellent. Keep moving on this. We've got 11 seconds. Good. We got about 7 seconds left. 3.
3, 2.
And, all right, reverse plank. So flip it over. All right, you want to lock your body out as straight as you can on this. So I keep the weight on my heels and try to keep the body just lined out. You don't want to look like a lawn chair where your hips are dipping down. You want to try to keep your hips up as high as you can. Which unless you have a mirror in front of you, you can't tell how good you're doing it all the time, but give it your best. We do have a rest coming up.
2, 1.
And relax. Okay, doing good. 30 seconds and we've got our last 4 exercises. This is it right here. So we're gonna do a deadlift, okay? We just did a straight leg deadlift. Now we're gonna do a bent knee deadlift, and this will hit the lower back. After that, we're doing a bent over row. Then we're doing the reverse flies, hitting the upper back. And then the last exercise, I figured why not? I threw in some burpees just for fun. I couldn't help myself, okay? All right, deadlift.
2.
So, here we go. You squat down, bringing it back up, straighten the back out. Squat. Good. So you still want to lift with your legs. Really the very last part from here on up where you're straightening your back, that's when you get it into your back, okay? But the bottom part of the movement, you're working your legs because you should be doing a squat. You don't want to injure yourself, so. All right, we got bent over rows coming up next.
3.
Almost there.
2. 1.
All right, so on this one, I put 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. It allows me to stabilize a little bit easier. Then you're pulling the dumbbells up to your side, almost into your rib cage. There we go. You can do this, come on. We've got about 15 seconds. Good. Switch legs if you need to. Use that forward leg, it's stabilizing all the weight. So it will get tired on you. And I'm gonna be dropping down to a lighter weight for the next one.
1.
All right.
Exercise 3.
So reverse flies. Good, I actually need 15s for this. That's my preference. But again, I don't like pulling out a ton of dumbbells. Even when I'm working out by myself, I don't like to use a bunch of different sets. So I usually pick out 2, a lighter and a heavier one, and I just make myself do the exercises to the best of my ability every time, and it works without too much clutter or anything else. All right, nice and wide with these, squeezing those shoulder blades together,
1.
and burpees.
Exercise 4.
You ready for this? Last one, let's do it. So down, push up, back up, and jump. That's a full body exercise, so I figured it would fit very well in the end, okay? There we go, good. That's it, you got this, 14 seconds. See if you can get a few more reps out. Get a little bit of a heart rate climb here for the final exercise. Then you can pat yourself on the back because you just finished 36 different exercises. That's what I'm talking about. There's 36 exercises, full body. If you like those, go back, save this workout. That way it's something you can do again and again. Super proud of you guys today. Thanks for joining me for another workout. I love it. We'll be back next week where I plan on throwing in some cardio. Love you guys. I'll see you back here on Monday. Please share, subscribe, like this video. Boom.